Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, Moneyville County, and to the town of Kidsgrove, which has over 1,500 residents. It's quite a big town, and its train station is just not up to the job anymore. It's a bit of a mess of a design, created for routes that now no longer come through here or have been adjusted. Bypassing trains, you don't see any at the moment, that's because there were so many. I had to build another bypass line, kind of like just out of the town, between episodes, just to clear some bypassing traffic, just to make sure it wasn't coming through the station. But yeah, it's a bit of a rubbish design. Another problem with it, cargo only covers this area here. Cargo is actually wanted here, like mostly this area here, meaning that we're actually going to move, so we're going to replace this with a passenger only station, and the only purpose of the station will be for passenger trains to stop here, a new cargo station, and then we already have a bypass line here, which is basically wherever all the trains were bypassing. Also, this line here has got more signals, capacity upgrade, and I'm pretty sure all the cargo trains were turning here. I've added in this new bypass line that just helps cargo trains get through, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, the only route that carries straight on is the passenger route. So, it's time just to delete it. I'm just going to start again. So let's just kind of, that road there which kind of stuck out to create an entrance, I'm just going to delete that. And I'm going to slowly delete the junctions, making sure we're deleting trains backwards rather than leaving them stuck on the tracks. The tracks won't delete if there are trains on them that can't be pushed backwards. There we go, and just going to delete back to where junctions stop or start, and then we'll have some mega messed up trains. We can deal with those. There we go, that's where junctions start. Also going to delete the roads because they're just causing traffic congestion. So we'll replace those with bridges or tunnels once the deletion has finished. So lucky there didn't actually seem to be that many trains in the station when we deleted it. So that much to delete. Oops, forgot a bit of track, which means I'm going to have to rebuild that back to there, just to then go back into deleting mode, push it backwards. Yeah. There we go. That's back to where junctions start, that side. There we go. So what we have to do with anything like this is actually look at which routes are serving this station, so that we can create it in the most optimal way. So that'll do for there. And we've also got, I think, one line that turns around there. I'll just cut this back a little bit more as well, and we'll get rid of the road, including removing a bus stop. So that's just station. We're going to go for this nice grand station here, if we can fit it in. Because also slight problem, this is massive. So 8 tracks is slightly too big. Let's just cut back this road here. It's a massive station. So we'll just build it like that there. 8 platforms should be enough, because the only thing we're doing is passenger stopping trains. Or stopping passenger trains, whatever. What we're going to do now is construct this for this road here. By using the N key, we're going to sink the road down and create a tunnel like that. And then this can go into there, can't it? So that's one tunnel. The roads do connect, but they don't connect through the station. There's just like a little bit of turnaround. You can use the bus stops. We're not going to. This bus route here. Yeah, we're going to place a new stop. I mean, it's not that useful in a tunnel. And then we need another road connection here. So what we're going to do, we're going to create here a bridge, I think, by using the M key. Like that, and then we're also going to delete that stop there. We're going to replace it with a stop there and stop there. So those are going to be our ways of getting across the railway line. So we've got 8 platforms. Now I'm pretty sure we have 3 lines coming in from this way that just terminate. None of them actually carry on going through the station. So what we're going to do is give these access to, I think, 4 platforms. Or maybe 5, but they'll be shared. And those will be for them just to terminate. So we need to make sure the junction's fairly good on this side. So in like allowing them to get to all those platforms with the fewest conflicts. So that they can terminate easily. Because there are a lot of terminating trains from this side and nothing else, I'm pretty sure. Other than cargo routes, which we'll get to in a minute. Or probably more than 1 minute, but get the idea. So, simple junction setup is basically just have each set of 2 having a crossover like that. So that'll just be for those 4 routes. So, the station has taken up, so which ones can we do? Kids Grove, 5, 6, 7, 8 for that one. Moneyville to Kids Grove. Kids Grove can go on number 8, 765, and then the high speed as well can go on number 6 with the option of 5, 7, 8. So that's those routes there. We then want to set up routes from here to go in. We're actually also going to use this platform here, as well as these middle 3. So, this is going to be a bit of a... just stretch that out a bit, just so we've got more space. Have it like that, like that, like that, and then somehow this has got to go into this as well as yeah, it's got to go both ways. Hang on, like that, and like, can we really not do your crossover? Do it like, hopefully like that, and like that. There we go. And then that one will just be used just in case it needs another platform. Actually, if we're doing that, then Longridge Kids Grove will default that to 7, I think. So that goes like that. And this side, we are going to, because there are much fewer trains coming out this side. I think we've got like 1 through route, 1 terminating route. We are going to need a slightly less well-refined junction. So this one's going to go into here, this one's going to go into here, like, and then like that. I think this is then going to also go outwards. You can have like this, and then a crossover, and then these can merge in, and then I'm pretty sure that's actually all we need now. The one thing is, any confused trains will find it more difficult because we've not actually really got much of a connection here. What we might do is just connect in these tracks all to here. We aren't actually going to use them, but just in case they're necessary, we can still use them. Yeah, so that's a signal. That's the entrance signal for that one. Got another set of signals here. Got this depot as well, so those track connections will be useful for the depot. In this direction, we're going to have an entrance signal there. It's going to have an entrance signal there. And then rest of the routes. So Enfield to Kidsgrove, it's going to need to use Kidsgrove. Put it on 2 by default. I think don't like it using that one rather than this crossover here. Yeah, I'd rather it if it didn't use that unless it was. Actually, I know what I can do for that. It's a bit weird, but do that so that it only uses that crossover there. If it's then going to these, or that doesn't actually. Let's just, there we go, let's just get rid of that. And what's the tightest it can be? Like that. Still wants to use that one coming out of this platform here. Which is not, I would say it's not what I want. I would just actually say it probably doesn't matter that much, let's leave it. So, that's that done. Ipswich to Westerham. So that is the correct platform for it to be using there. On the way back, 5 I think is what I want it to default to, but for each one there are also more platforms it can use if its preference isn't available. So I think it can use those. Like that. And then Thatcham to Kidsgrove. Kidsgrove number 3. Which we can also use 2 and 4. And then I think that's all it for the passenger lines. It's only cargo lines and individual trains that are messed up now, so that's good. So next, we want a cargo station, and we're going to put the cargo station here, I think. Now the way we're going to set this up is basically send it straight into a tunnel as soon as it's down. So we're going to do a very short platform. I know this isn't usually a good idea, but I can explain why we're doing it in this case in a minute. So what we've got is these tunnels, and we're just going to send them straight down into a tunnel. A tunnel is in effect an extension of the station track, because we aren't going to have crossovers yet. So, we have a 2 track and then a 1 track there. We should have actually added a curve onto those tunnels, I'm thinking. There we go. Yeah, let's go back and add a bit of a curve onto those tunnels when they're underground. So, underground turn. I don't know whether that's the right direction or not. Yes, that's the correct direction. Because it needs to not collide with that tunnel there. So, let's just do 2 tracks and like that. Hopefully we can then get a tunnel entrance set up. Actually, what you could arguably do is even separate it out so we have tunnel entrance like there. So that's still got the underground turn. Which way is that going to turn? That turns to the left, so we actually want the other way to turn to the right. Like that. And like that, maybe? I'm not sure if we did actually want those turns. I think we actually just want them straight. Let's get back to it. Look at where there actually needs to come out. Let's just keep them straight. So in this little space here, we're going to need to set up our junctions. So we can have this staying like that, with a crossover between these two. Which we need to actually select the tracks. No, that doesn't work. This is going to be difficult. There we go. I've at least deleted the correct thing there. There we go. Hopefully we can set up too much slope. That's a bit weird. But that's actually, I think, the more important track to have. So like that. And then like crossover like this. And then this can just merge in. So we can have a signal there. And the way out is just gonna actually do that. I mean, it's not great for speed, but that will just work there. And then as part of this junction, we'll also have a track going off into here. So once again, the speed isn't great, but that's fine. So, cargo routes. Instead of going there, you're going to go to there. Which you can use any of the 3 platforms. Next one, instead of going to there, you're going to go to here, platform 1 by default, and then the other one will be platform 3. Because even if we allowed them to use all platforms, it's still better usually to put them each on a different platform as much as possible. And then there's one train just heading for Kids Grove. Just now heading for, yeah, that's fine, Dursley HS. So, that should hopefully now work. So, cargo trains going to a different station, which ideally we actually put a little bit better cargo coverage on that by basically, can't put that in there, we might have to do side entrances, which then don't connect to the road. We can actually just extend the cargo platforms as well, I think. There's nothing stopping us. Okay, this is really awkward. If we do that, then suddenly... Okay, that doesn't actually work, but yeah. We could then get a cargo building, like that. And that then covers up to around... Yeah, that's a pretty good radius. And then we would love to get a building in here. Can't really do that, though. Hang on. This could be interesting. Could get a passenger platform in here, and cargo platform like that. There we go. There we go, and then cargo building, like that. And MISC side entrance there as well. So that hopefully means this has got very good coverage. Just like we said, most of the cargo is actually around here. So yeah, that's coverage is much better for the cargo side. And that's one of our trains arriving in now. So everything's using the new station. We might have some confused trains that are then going to go in a massive circle around the map to get back on track. Kids Grove food. Yeah, this one's going to have to go in a massive circle around the map. Let's go into Longridge Annex pause. You can turn around. I'm pretty sure where you're going to, you can just easily get to if I just turn you around. There we go. Okay, so we've got this train here, speeding along. I don't know which train's going to get to go first, because that train's about to go. No, I think the high speed's about to jump past. Oh no, it isn't. I think. Actually, no, it's just had to slow down for the crossover. Okay, that's fine. So, once autosave's complete, that should be Kids Grove Station, and the whole area hopefully is sorted out for the long term in terms of getting more trains through the area efficiently. So yeah. We then hopefully set up. This train's now going to use the multiple platforms features. It's now going to go into some other platforms going into that platform, fine. This train here is waiting for a free path. It's going out this way. So yeah. It's probably, I don't know, it's quite possibly going to be able to go through that platform there. But yeah, it's fine. Hopefully it doesn't have to wait for too long. It's weird how we kind of got overhead wires without actually like the supporting masts, meaning it's kind of a bit weird looking at it. But anyway, that's all sorted out. That train there, Kids Grove Fuel, hasn't actually got any on board, but is at least demonstrating how trains use the new cargo station. And hopefully, if we go back to where this comes from, hopefully there will be fuel waiting. Yeah, there's fuel waiting, slowly. So, hopefully now we've sorted it out so that they give it fuel. That's now approaching. This should be going into that platform there, which I expect it will, because also this train has got to move at some point. I'm pretty sure how it moves is by going through this platform here, like we saw the high-speed train doing. That seems to be the preferred through line. So, it's just waiting for a free path. There's another train there, Kids Grove Food. Probably also that got messed up, so it doesn't have anything on board, but that's going down into the tunnel to the cargo station. And this confused train here is finally moving. Okay, got some new trains. You've always got some new trains. Some new liveries actually as well for trains. Just having to wait. Because this isn't set up for 3 trains, you haven't actually got any signals at the end of the platforms. So this is having to wait, but we've only got 3 trains now because we had some confused trains. Hopefully we should no longer actually have any need for trains to run straight through the station without stopping in the future, because all the cargo trains that do that are here. Like this one. So, I just upgrade the buses. Hopefully are slightly less busy now. I'm not even sure how well they actually cover the town now. We obviously did give it a bit of a hit, I think, by destroying a bit, particularly around here, and the roads crossing over the railway line. But it should grow back. It should possibly, if we've given it better transport connections and cargo connections, grow back even bigger. So, where else could we look at now? How's this doing? A lot of tools waiting to go to Moneyville. So, don't see any obvious signs of major congestion, so I expect it's just that that's a busy route. We could put one more train on there, but I think that's clearing a backlog already. What else is busy? Nailsworth. It's pretty busy. Yeah, that's a fairly long route, but I don't know. I think that's all that's busy there. But that's supplying a lot to Moneyville. Fuel, not going to Leamington. This setup here, how are we doing? I don't think we have any of this upgraded to the newest trains, which might be helpful considering these are very congested lines. So Longridge Coal, you can... Is this... I don't think the capacity's ever actually getting done. We're going to get these. These are very powerful trains. Actually, these are even more powerful. Let's get these. These need gondolas. At the moment, each train has a 351 capacity, which is going to keep on going. 510, but hopefully that means any trains that are empty might actually just sell a few of them, because I hope we don't need as many trains now. So we sell the empty ones just because they're not about to deliver and make us money and lose us goods if we delete them. So, or as well, this one, okay, this one's up here, this one's slightly less busy. I think this whole setup allows for 240 metre long trains anyway, so once again we're going to take full advantage of that. So 510 capacity, and once again I don't think all of these trains are necessary, and if we clear out a few of them then hopefully we'll decongest the lines a bit. Okay, yeah, no, this is it. Okay, we are actually moving some stuff now. But yeah, Longridge grain, where does this go? It goes to here. This doesn't actually have that much demand, I don't think, so let's just get our big powerful trains, big long powerful trains, and then, you know, genuinely I don't think we need them to be this long, but we're going to go for 420 capacity and then get rid of one of them. Just it's much easier to decongest these lines if we lose some trains. So this line is busy as well, but once again let's go for powerful electric with, what's that, box cars. Okay, so we can't actually fit as many box cars in a line in terms of capacity, so that used to be 280, we can only do 270 now, so we might actually need one more of those because the box cars are so long. Steel, right, Longridge steel, that's the main route. That is, I think, just busy because this line is so congested. So here's my big thing. What if we just sold this train and replaced it with trucks? I know kind of like it's actually better to have trains, but it's not very long distance and it's just clogging up this line. It's moving slowly, it's a big train. It's going to be much more efficient if we just get some trucks set up. They have their own road here, there's nothing that's going to get in their way. And we can just Longridge steel. We've changed Longridge steel just to save renaming. We'll just change that one into the truck line. And we'll get whatever the best trucks are. We'll get 4 of them for now. We'll probably actually need more. Let's get 6. But it's just kind of, we need to decongest this line. So goods aren't too bad, but yeah, what's this? Okay, these are all goods trains. It's coal and ore trains. Okay, so food. Where's food going? Literally just to Kids Grove by train. Those have already got some fresh new trains because I put them on before we started the episode. Oh my gosh, these trucks are old. Okay, let's replace those with, I don't think we need the biggest to match capacity. So let's just get some smaller ones. There we go. That's where the goods are going. Dursley, that does not look like a very busy route. So we are going to find an empty train, sell it, and then we'll get some new trains that will be able to do higher speed. So that will do for locomotive. Boxcar, I think 120 might even be excessive. Kids Grove goods. We are going to replace these. We're going to get this one on, just to vary it a bit. And then I'm going to go for 240 capacity on each. Longridge plastic we've already dealt with. Neston goods doesn't look like a busy route, to be honest. No, that's clearly not a busy route. But also I think we've not been able to produce as much of this because of the plastic. So if we can bring more plastic in, then that will hopefully help it, but also if plastic trains are getting caught up in congestion. Okay, let's just sell this one. And then this one we'll just make it a bit bigger, just in case demand comes back. There we go. And Winsford goods. This is a pretty busy route. We're going to replace these. And these ones we might want to limit the length a bit. Like that, but that's still same capacity, higher top speed. So. What do we do with the coal trains? Well, this area's just a bit congested. So, we just have lots of trains. Rich plastic, yeah. We just have a lot of trains. I'm just thinking of if there is any way to separate them whatsoever. Yeah, we're all just waiting their turn to move, but that's kind of quite a long wait, and we would rather they weren't actually waiting at all at any point. We could bring goods out this way. This line here is very empty, so hang on. Let's try something here. Let's keep this underground if we can. Really not stay underground. Okay, I can if I do that. We'll keep it underground, there we go. And then we can get it to come out now. And then just run around here. So that's only for goods trains going in. Goods trains going back, it's going to take a bit more playing with the tunnels, because we're going to have to get it under this line as well. And we're actually going to have to make the connection. There we go. So that's going to have to go as much as it down as it can. It's not going to be quite as high speed, because we're then going to have to turn it. We're going to have to get it to go like that, but we're going to have to keep it like that. And then like that, there we go. So, we can now run this down here, at a goods station, which quite frankly, I'm going to rearrange this so that the goods platform, so, pause. We're still going to have some platforms connecting into here, which is going to expand this station. Now this might make some of the existing tracks and platforms redundant, but we should give another 3 platforms out on this side. And that should hopefully allow for us to move some of the goods lines onto the new route. So, got 3 new platforms there. They are solely going to connect up to this track here. So we're going to connect those up there. We actually might just send them down briefly. If we just use the N key to sink them down a bit, just so we can avoid a awkward junction, and then send them back up to here. This tunnel, yeah, hang on. Can we just sink this down as much as it will possibly? Okay. Might be difficult. Let's just do that. Then let's bring this into here, like that, there we go. Then we can just, yeah, let's just scrap that one back. So, got 3 platforms. What we're going to do for junction is like we quite often do it, so we're going to do middle one splits into both, and outer one merges in, and we just do a crossover here. If it works. Yeah, I think we might need to do a split crossover. So do it one way, then the other way. And signals there, there, There. There. Thing there. I think we can actually bring the plastics in. Actually, no, I don't think we can bring the plastics in this way. But we can. Dursley Goods goes that way anyway. Kids Grove Goods we can definitely bring in that way. So Longridge East. There. We didn't have to delete the station, did we? Longridge Plastic. That's still like just thinking about how much we could just make it faster by bringing it around that way. Do the tracks exist for its crossover? No, they don't. I still think it's worth it to send it that way. We're just going to have to create some new tracks, basically. Like that. So Longridge Plastic. Longridge East. Number 8. There we go. That goes that way. Uses the crossover tracks. And then Neston goes that way. Winsford we can once again switch. So number 6 I think is the other one that hasn't been used yet. And the thing is, because we're putting goods on these platforms, each platform has a set capacity, so it's better to spread them out. So yeah, that removes any trains going down here actually. Meaning that we can then, I would argue this could be redesigned. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Which don't actually need the bypass lines. So, if we just, actually we kind of do need to keep them in just for now because we've still got trains trying to use them. But once the trains have stopped needing to use the bypass lines, we can then reorganise that. So Dursley Goods, that goes out there anyway. Obviously trains that would need to run down this line are going to have to reorganise themselves, but I feel like that's fairly reasonable. Kids Grove Fuel, we're going to, right, that train's full now, so we're going to switch that up to that. Kids Grove Goods is now coming down this way. There are still trains that use this, I think. Yeah. It's just fewer trains on the most congested lines. Meaning that we can hopefully okay. So, what's this waiting for a free pass today? Don't really know. Just turn it around, send it back the other way. Right. Longridge Oars coming in. I think 3 platforms might still be enough. Still be enough, yeah. Given we've taken the steel off. Okay, hopefully we produce more goods now. We should now have, we have Kids Grove Goods coming down that way. What's that? Kids Grove Food. It's waiting. When's the next plastics train coming down? Okay, West Kirby Crude Oil. I don't think we need all this capacity, but we can still get some pretty big trains. So each one is 414. I don't think there is actually that much waiting. So I think, given how much that's picked up, 181, I think 300 is definitely fine. West Kirby Oil, that again, I think we can upgrade that to be faster, more powerful, but it doesn't need to be that high capacity. I think 300, once again, plenty. And the plastic, that's actually not doing too bad, to be honest. If you look at how much was waiting there, that's possibly because we've lost a load. So in order to do that, we're just gonna give it more buildings just so it can store more plastic, and then we can tell if we actually need more trains. But at least we're not going to be losing any. How much should this produce? This does produce 800. Okay, so this is picking up 270. Where's the next train? Okay, so one's already gone. The next one is not for a while. Okay, the next one's not till here. So, hopefully, at some point, something will move here. You know what, I'm actually just going to stop that. You can move. I've decided that it's more important that we get the cargo moving. At least we've got some new 2GV liveries, trains, whatever. New liveries to 320, 321, 322, there we go. Right, let's get this going as well. And then, yeah, because that actually goes up that way, we can then start this one going again. There we go. And hopefully this line here has been decongested a bit. It's not going to be perfect, but you know what, I think we've done a good enough job. And hopefully, yeah, it does seem like that might have had another delivery of plastic recently. That's not full, showing us that we are picking up everything, but it's still pretty, it's almost full, meaning that we're not going to be like losing a load of money on that. So yeah. I got this. I might set up a track from this one right after the level crossing that just stays to the side. Oops, I've messed that up, haven't I? Did they use that? No, pause. Just to keep them a bit separate. There we go. They use that for going into this platform. What on earth is... oh. K. I see what's happened. Hopefully it will still be able to go in later. Okay, that train's not nearly full. Yeah. Just if the stations can't even store that much cargo, then they're never going to pick up that much. There we are, that's better for that one. Where's our other one? That one doesn't get as busy anyway, but we might still put a few buildings on it. Just to store some cargo. Yeah. This one's now waiting for this to leave, which is waiting for this to pass that signal. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's actually going to be any issues caused by putting a signal there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me in the future. Yeah, steel's now moving perfectly fine by truck. I feel like I might force them to wait for a full load, because A, that will help us know if we've actually got enough trucks, too many on there, and B, that will just kind of distribute them more evenly. There we go, right, hopefully this now. There we go, that should... Just waiting for... what is that doing? I think that's now trying to do a loop somewhere to come back into the station. It's confused, basically. So, we might just have to wait till it kind of starts leaving the station this side, because I don't think it's stopping. And then turn it back around to get it to go back to the station. Yeah. Because you'll notice it's now not stopping. So, I think we need to get the timing on this pretty precise, given there's a signal there. One-way signal, which I'm not sure if we turn it around once it's past that, whether it'll be able to go back. So, once it's past the platform, now, it's going back to Neston North to pick up more. But yeah, that one's now going in. That one's now waiting to come in. These trains aren't full anyway, so yeah, that's not full. Anyway, let's, I think, leave it there. It's been a pretty long episode, I think, of just decongesting train lines. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope this new Kids Grove station's going to be working wonders. And I shall see you in the next episode. Goodbye.